What is up there everyone, it's the guy with no gamer tag here, and today I want to talk about whether customization is taking away from the content in first person shooter games. Because I think there's been a real issue in the recent first person shooters that have been released for Call of Duty and Battlefield, is that they've put way too much emphasis on the customization than the actual content. Battlefield 4 is a really bad offender for this. You have 6 different foregrips, loads of optics, and loads of camos, and they don't add too much to the game other than aesthetic value, which is a bit annoying because they don't actually differ from each other. There are 3 different types of foregrip, but 2 different variants of it, and the different variants just look different, so you can make your gun look different. Now, I think customization can be good, it can make you fresh for some people, but I really think that it needs to be done correctly and it shouldn't take away from the content in the game. You look at Battlefield 4, it has so many camos, but it's not rewarding to get any of them, and actually in my opinion almost none of them actually look any good. Most of them just look a bit meh or just a bit poo, and they just look not great. And the fact that you get them through battle packs, which gives you a random reward, doesn't make them particularly fun to earn. You just sort of like, oh yeah, I got that one, and it doesn't kind of reward you. In Battlefield 3 you had to actually do challenges and kind of grind to earn these camos, and that was quite fun. It added content to the game as well as customization, and that's one of the big problems, is a lot of customization now is just earned by playing the game, not from actually specifically trying to unlock it because you want that bit of gear. And I think they're adding in lots of options just to kind of distract you maybe from the lack of content games have. Because in Call of Duty Ghosts was when they started doing character gear for your actual soldier, and it was good. I thought it was quite a good addition. It meant you could kind of make your soldier look how you wanted them to, but then realistically it kind of distracts you from the fact that there isn't much content in a Call of Duty game, and that's something that is why I have just left Advanced Warfare, and I haven't even touched Call of Duty for ages, is the fact that in the end it just doesn't have the content to keep me coming back and playing. Yeah, it can be kind of fun to go and try and get gameplays or just have good games, but in the end all I'm remembering is the stuff that goes wrong and the fact that I don't really know what to do other than what I've already done. Battlefield has a better chance of surviving because you've got different ways of going about the game. You've got vehicle, infantry, and just lots of different types of combat. Whereas Call of Duty is mostly just about the boots on the ground, or boots in the air if it's Advanced Warfare, and just gunfights. And that is the key problem, is that the games don't have the content, but they've spent a lot of focus on customization. They'll tell you how they have a billion different combinations of outfits for your character and different camos and camo creators and emblem creators, but in the end of the day, there just isn't enough content to keep you coming back. And I really think that if they're going to add in customization, because customization is a good thing, don't get me wrong, but I really think that they should focus more on adding good content to the game to keep people coming back than focusing mostly on this customization. Because I think the customization, although adding a fun aspect for some players, really should not be the focus of the game, because in the end of the day it's cosmetic, and for like the character gear, most of the time you can't see it. Call of Duty and Battlefield are first person games. You can't see your character. You're just giving other people eye candy, so most people just make their character as dark as possible anyway, so you can't see them, which then makes the gear completely useless. And it's just a bit irritating. It's like, well, what was the point in spending all that time making the gear, making it look the way it does, when you could have spent it maybe looking for ways of incentivizing people to continue playing the game. Advanced supply drops, and just supply drops in general, is one way that Advanced Warfare tried to keep people coming back, but at the end of the day it's random reward. It doesn't really count as content. It's just extra ways they can make money, and that's the problem. I think more content needs to be added to the games, and that's the problem with Destiny has. As much as people do find it fun and they can play it a lot, eventually people are losing interest because the game didn't have the content they were hoping for, and that's the real issue. And I think first person shooters really need to put more of a focus on making content and just making ways of making you want to come back, not just through DLC. But anyway, I want to hear what you guys all think, because I honestly think they really do need to take a bit less focus on customization. It's stuff they can add in like they did in Battlefield 3, where it was a case of if you wanted to do the camos, you just bought the DLC and it was extra challenges you could do. I think it'd be good if they had assignments like that in the core game, but make it so that you get more as you go. So I like the fact that you have tiered unlocks with the assignments, and completing one allows you to then complete the rest. And I think if they're going to go with customization, less is more, because if you make better quality content, which is in less quantities, it is much better than having a lot of content in much worse quantities. But anyway, this has been the guy with no gamer tag, and I'll see you on another video.